Buenos dias, pedophiles. Welcome to episode 3 of The Reset. I have 60 days left before I drop out of school and I need to get $10,000, or I will need to stay in school to study for the A levels and walk away from my business permanently. Now, this week, what I did essentially is completed Preston's project of the projects that he created. This guy basically is working for him right now as a copywriter. I launched NASA's Academy, so finally launched the low ticket program for my client, and also advanced 2 prospects into the pipeline, you know. And this week, current cash collected is $1,000. This week's income is unfortunately $0. Everything is still a work in progress, so I'm actually pretty fucking impatient. I'm not gonna lie. Percentage of goal reach is 10%. Change from last week is minus. What the fuck? Is minus 1,000. Technically, it's about like 500 honestly, because I'm earning commissions from the low ticket launch itself. Basically, like if my client makes this amount, I take 15% of that. So I do make some money from that, but that is not in my bank yet. And my motions this week is more neutral. It's more I don't really give a fuck emotions, cause things take time to happen. So I guess I feel really, really anxious, not gonna lie, most of the time, because it's very weird, right? Especially when you're in school surrounded by people who have one goal this year, which is to score extremely well in A levels. And you kind of have to almost pretend that you care about academics for the first few months to not stick out so much, right? It's really weird, but it's kind of like really anxious, but at the same time, like neutral, don't really give a fuck. You just want to work. That sort of emotion. And so to show you guys some progress, this is literally like just 5 minutes ago. Follow up, and then boom. This guy likes my shit, so I advanced one more person into the pipeline as well. And then this is the current client that I think would really, do something with her. And the lessons learned for this week, I would say a huge one is focus. Right? I've noticed that although I talk about, sacrificing everything and just going all in on one thing, when it comes to copywriting itself, there's so many different domains that you can focus in as well. It could be, Rails, it could be VSLs, it could be sales pages, it could be e-commerce, right? And over the past 2.5 years, I have been focused on I've not been really focused on anything. I've been doing everything. And so that kind of leads me to stinking at everything, particularly because there's school as well, right? And so I think this is a really, really important lesson that I really need to drill into my head, which is to just focus on one thing in copywriting itself. So I'm really thinking about just focusing solely on helping people launch low ticket products. And low ticket, in case you don't know what that means, is basically any product that is below $100, right? That's called a low ticket product. So that's one thing that I'm learning this week. And the other lesson I've learned is that school is a fucking waste of time. Bro, look at this, bruh. Look at this. Look at the time, bruh. It's worse. It's like comparable to a 9 to 5, man, or maybe sometimes worse than a 9 to 5. It's crazy. And it's like almost impossible to win at business or to hit 10 20k months when your schedule looks like that. And the only reason why I was able to hit 10 to 20k months previously was because I followed a proven system, and I worked weekends. I worked 12 to 14 hour weekends for 2 years straight, right? And I was constantly burning out and all of that shit. There's so many people online talking about how to balance entrepreneurship and studies, but you just can't do that, bro. I might be dumb or some shit, but it's really fucking hard. It's impossible, right? There needs to be a certain time investment for you to get the skills required in order for you to make a certain amount of money. And typically, because your focus and your time is splintered between school and business, what tends to happen is that you're kind of just suck at both, right? Like me right now, sucking at both. It's really right. If you want to do something, you have to go all in, man. It's either all in on school, right now just reading and learning more about business, right? Doing something small on the side below, $5,000 per month. I think that's really, really possible. But trying to build a 6-figure a month business right? Trying to really scale it and build an actual company, actual business, and doing school at the same time. That is really hard, man. That is really hard. Unless you're already, you started, business at a really young age, or your deep learning skills are really good, meaning that you understand how to learn, right? You have learned the skill of learning essentially, and most people don't have that. So my plan for next week is to, number one, take calls from my market, because I need to validate. Let me show you guys how this works. So basically, these are like all the tasks I'm doing for this client right now. I'm not even charging him anything extra other than the 5K he paid initially, right? So I really want to understand his market deeply so that I can build out this coaching funnel for him. What I'm also going to do is fix the current funnel. So I launched on like 12, and it's been 5 days, and sales are not fucking good, bro. They're not good at all. They're like okay, but it's way below my expectations for someone with that much authority as him, right? So what I really want to do is fix the current academy funnel, which would basically mean I would be spending like hours just learning here. I'll be spending hours just watching this guy called Joshua Gavin. He's this 19-year-old. It's a huge business right now, and he's like an expert at what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to be just learning more about this and fixing it. Also be completing Preston projects, right? All the projects that are assigned to me, and I'm going to rewatch Self Transcendence. And in case you guys didn't know, I recommend all you guys literally just fucking join this, right? If you're interested in business, and consume this mindset module, bro. This shit is like so fire, man. And we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. So literally, I'm going to rewatch this module every single month until the paradigms are completely nailed into my head, right? And I even have it like A4 posters on my wall right now of like all the lessons in here as well. Yeah, so that's kind of the weekly update over here. This is gonna be so crazy when I look back on this, but yeah, man, peace.